Hello again everybody, and a very warm welcome back to the channel. If you're perhaps tuning in and joining us for the first time, welcome on board. It's great to have you here. Please do hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, and of course share your thoughts as we go through today's video in the comments below. We're taking a look at the brand new Marwan Gharib made FlightFX distributed HondaJet for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's been released 31st of May, which is today, the time of recording, and this is going to be a little bit of a first look slash review video. Share my thoughts and opinion with you guys, and to help you decide if you'd like to purchase it for your own experience too. We're going to take on a little spin to Mount Cook with the new NZA scenery there, and I'm going to share my thoughts as we make our way through the journey from here at Wellington all the way through to the other side. The HJet is within the very light jet category, created by Honda of course, and this particular add-on for MSFS is the culmination of a 3-year development journey by Marwan, and it includes things like the Garmin 3000 cockpit management system, climb rate of 4,100 feet per minute with a range of over 1,200 nautical miles. It's got a cruise speed of 422 knots and a landing distance and takeoff under 3,500 feet. So really good as an option to get involved with these smaller strips, but also catch those longer haul flights as well. Now, the developers have pointed out that whether you're exploring the Caribbean or cruising the Alps, the eye-catching award-winning design of the HJet will make this a go-to staple for all your short, medium-range virtual business adventures, and hopefully you'll be able to create an Osprey executive livery for this as well for you guys to all enjoy. As you can see on the exterior, the model looks really nice. It's highly detailed, exterior and interior, with 4K PBR textures. Got a custom ground power unit and ground power delivery system as well as functioning main, front, rear cargo doors, GPU door, and all that sort of stuff, and a few other Easter eggs. So here we are inside the aircraft. Just turned the batteries on and the generators on as well to give it some power. And being a Garmin system, it's already something that quite a few of us are going to be quite familiar with as well, which is nice to see, and certainly does make learning it a bit easier as well. Look at that, it's a very impressive cockpit panel. Textures in here are absolutely stunning as well. They've got this sort of leather effect seats, beautiful control surfaces on the yokes there as well, and the throttles, as you can see here at the bottom, very nicely detailed too. On the right hand side, on this second screen, you've got the load manager with the sim options tab, and you can open a number of the doors like so, and as you can see, really nice detailing on the doors and the stairs, and you can see behind the pylons there the cargo doors as well. Those of you who like to see the main door in operation, see it close. There's the animation. Goes without saying as well that we need to see the cabin in the exec jet as well, so we can just walk through past the big sofa near the doors and to these stunning sort of sets of seats with this interior luxury cabin. Very nice big clear window views on the aircraft, and it's very easy to set the custom wing views as well. Okay, so all we do to start is choose the engine, and then we put the throttle lever into the idle position, and then we can listen to the startup sounds. Very cool. They start up really quickly. And then engine 2 from the cabin. Nice and easy. Super quick. Start up. Flaps then. 1 knots. Here the actuators. That's going to give us takeoff / approach flaps. There they are. And of course, control surface check. So we move here so we can see ailerons and elevators. And spoilers. Almost like the BA 146 deploy out the rear. Time to go. B1 109, rotate 114. B1, rotate. Away we go. Trim for initial climb. Positive rate gear up. We'll capture these animations from the gear as well. This is the first time flying this, by the way. So we're putting it to the test in a very amateur sort of way. Learning as we go. Sounds great. Looks really good. Seems very reactive, very responsive, very nimble. Okay, what are my thoughts so far then? So we've done a departure. I found it's been a little bit clunky on the takeoff and departure following the SID, but most likely that is due to pilot error more than anything else. This is the first time flying this, of course. There's a lot of system depth that's gone into it. Within the actual Garmin system, you've got quite a few different menus to work through to get into a suitable position to take off, get everything set up with your V-speeds and your lights as required, all that sort of stuff. You can tell it's definitely a very light jet aircraft, so it takes off quite quickly. It climbs like a rocket, which is really cool. It's got a weather radar as well, so you can flick through and check out some elements of weather around you, and there's a little scale to help you identify heavy against light weather, and there's not very much around us at the moment to sort of worry about. We go onto the map mode, we can go back to see our sort of vertical displays and everything like that. Now, of course, I'm not going to show you all the features of the aeroplane. I'm going to keep some things back for you guys to discover for yourselves, because ultimately it's part of the experience, finding out some of these beautiful features on board each aircraft add-on. Some of the things they've done include visual icing build-up, depending on the icing conditions, and the anti-ice system settings as well, in addition to hundreds of different animations, including the control surfaces, flaps, speed brake clamshells that we've seen already so far, modelled from their real-world counterparts. What they've also done is created a custom code logic which uses a load of equations in order to model valve actuations, fan speed, background automated activities. So depending on what cabin temperatures and cockpit temperatures you want, the aeroplane will try to simulate that as well. There's a fully automated external lighting system handling taxi and landing situations as well. So you can use auto modes and the aeroplane will sort out the lights for you, gives you even less to do. And there is a coupled VNAV, but it requires the working title G3000 to be installed on the aeroplane as well. Okay, so what we've done now, had a little bit of a fiddle through the nav data inside the FMS. I never did reach flight level 400 or anywhere near 400 knots, by the way. But we've added in the data. We want to be around RY, about 10,000 feet roughly, to get into Mount Cook. Now the problem we have here for this particular route is there are no sort of published charts or anything like that that can assist with our navigation into Mount Cook, so it is literally going to just be visually flown, which could be quite interesting. There is of course no auto throttle with this, so we've got to manage it ourselves. And it also therefore means we don't have any landing elevation, because I haven't yet worked out an alternate way to put it in outside of this sort of VNAV element here, but it will not let me add it in at all. Even if I go into here, it will not allow me to sort of add any data. We've got landing rate monitor fired up as well, so we'll see the pop-up on the screen. My first ever touchdown with the FlightFX HondaJet. And now we are heading into Mount Cook. If you've not done so already, please do hit the like button, hit subscribe as well. And of course, share your thoughts in the comments below. Just as a reminder, as we mentioned as we departed, all the links are in the description down below. If you do want to get your hands on this, I'll put a link to the FlightFX website and you'll be able to find the information there. It's going to be in the Microsoft Flight Simulator Marketplace. Okay, so that's autopilot off. Now we're going to hand fly the remainder of this entire flight into Mount Cook, using nothing but visual referencing. Look how stunning that is. Absolutely spectacular. Mount Cook's pretty much on the nose, but the runway is heading off into that valley over there, so we've got a little bit of a kink. It's quite a cool approach to do. It's certainly a little bit difficult, especially flying visually, but it is spectacular. I mean, look how stunning that is. There's NZGT down below. And we can pick up the runway now, actually, just there. And flying this, it's nice and responsive. It's certainly doing everything that I'd expect it to do, and it's certainly not making me sweat yet. It handles very, very nicely indeed. They've done a really good job on what I've experienced so far of the flight dynamics of the aeroplane. We're about to touch down, of course, so we're going to land for the first time. We'll see what happens there. We set a final landing, flaps. A little bit of a balloon there, that's fine. And we're going to want nearer to final approach speeds now as well, so let's bring those down. You can see the flags on the PFD ever so slightly now creeping up. There's the runway. Runs sideways, so now we're going to come across a little bit towards the terrain. Park brake off, flaps are set landing, and landing gear is down 3 green, and speed brake is closed, or RET. The beauty of it being ultralight is this really nice slow approach. It handles really well, and we're doing 123 knots at the moment with full flap, and it is handling wonderfully. Still as responsive as I'd expect it to be, still doing exactly what I hope it's going to do. We'll try and bring that speed down nearer towards final approach speed now, I think. I'm going to make little adjustments to try and capture good profile down to the runway here. Just there, going up into the valley. Look at this. So cool. If you do purchase this, folks, you absolutely need to fly into Mount Cook. It is just spectacular. It's really special. Look how cool this is. There's the threshold, there's the runway. A little bit of power, oops, a little bit of bumpiness. Just reset the views properly. It handles so well. I'm really impressed with the way they've created this. And we're demanding a lot of the aeroplane. And we are flying a little bit higher as well, 2,500 feet. Look at that view. Hope this is going to be nice and smooth. Down. And the corporate folk are clapping. On the brakes. There is no reverse thrust. We can vacate left. Hear that noise? It's so cool. Auto lights have updated. They've flicked into the taxi profile now. And we taxi into Mount Cook. Really very cool indeed. And because we're corporate, we can park where we want. So we'll plonk her right out the front, next to the suits. Car brake set. And then to stop the engines, just pull the throttle into the cut-off gate. There we are. There's the custom ground power unit. Clear the warnings. External power is available. We can press it, keep the aeroplane powered, and then we can open the main door. And this time we'll watch it from the inside out. There we go. So there we have it. Fantastic corporate jet, now available for Microsoft Flight Simulator by Marwan Gharib, and sold through FlightFX and the MSFS Marketplace. It's $24.99 US, about £20 UK money, and it is really, really good fun. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've had a great time watching the content. Hit like, hit subscribe, check the links in the description, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.